All right, breaking news coming in. In fact, there's a flag march that has, in fact, been reported in Hyderabad at this point of time. That's the information coming in. In fact, we have seen many protests that have taken place. It's a black flag march. In fact, that's the information coming in at this point of time after several protests taking place last night on the streets of Hyderabad. Now, a black flag march over there. Police, of course, are present, and in fact, black flags being shown to those security forces which are reportedly trying to take out a flag march. Let's get a better sense from our reporter on ground there in Hyderabad. Somit is with us. Somit, take us through what exactly has happened over there. We can see some men in uniform. Are they attempting to take out a flag march? And who are the persons who are showing them black flags?
Well, Madhav, especially it's mainly as part of confidence building at the old city, because all the shops remain closed for one day. I know, several shops make lots of business there at the time, and several visitors come from different places. And because, after the video went viral, the situation has become completely sensitive, and protesters came onto the road. Stones pelted and lathi charge and several things happened there. And to mainly build the confidence in the public, the police, additional forces have been deployed, and including the RAF and armed reserves, and also the local police have started flag marching at the old city. And on the other hand, local public who were protesting till today morning, who were taken into the custody. And I say again, other public have other Muslims have hit onto the ground now. They are showing the black flags, and they are now protesting again the same on the same demand to arrest Raja Singh again. And as of now, police are trying to take that situation into control and also move them from that spot.
All right, Somit, in fact, we can see some of those protesters with black flags talking to the cops who are there taking out a flag march. What exactly is happening at the moment? Because, these black flags being shown to the police, all that the police is doing when it takes out such flag marches is to ensure that there is peace and there is calm in the area. Therefore, these black flags appear to be quite surprising. What is the message that these protesters are trying to convey?
Well, Madhav, already flash protests are happening across several places in the old city of Hyderabad. That we've been seeing, all of a sudden, hundreds of Muslims hitting on the ground at several places. And already police have been deployed at sensitive places like Kalibata, Charminar, and, Volta Hotel, and even other places like Talabkata and Darussalam, and even Nampally. So, all of a sudden, all these Muslims are coming onto the road. They are mobilizing somewhere illegally, and they are all of a sudden coming onto the road and blocking the main road and staging protests against the police, against the state administration, and also against the ruling party, demanding to arrest immediately. However, police, after trying to explain them that already legal battle is on against the suspended BJP MLA, and now the matter is in the court. Already FIR has been filed, and but the mob is in no mood to listen and call off the protest. That is when finally police have taken a call to take the protesters into preventive custody today morning. And finally, all of a sudden now flash protests again happened, and all of a sudden Muslims gathered somewhere in the streets in Chalibata, and they again hit onto the ground and blocking the main road. And now they are showing black flags mainly to oppose the police action, and also their flag march, and they are demanding at the same time slogans are being raised against the BJP MLA, and they are demanding he should be hanged. That is what their demand since the beginning.
That, what has transpired, if one can really blame the forces, because they did take Raja Singh into custody, they did take him before a magistrate, but it is that judge who then decided that he should be set free on bail. So one can understand their disappointment with the judicial process, if at all, because they believe that he should be punished, and perhaps rightly so. But many would question the manner in which the protests have taken place. Violence has taken place, arson in fact being reported, and the calls for Sar Tan Se Juda happening in front of the police, which many would of course raise questions about whether all of that is justified. Certainly one can have an issue or a problem with manner in which things have happened, but is the manner of protest correct is certainly a question that is being asked at this point of time. Somit.
this is what happening. Actually, public doesn't know what exactly is happening because police have immediately taken the complaint. At several police stations, at 7 police stations, they have taken the complaint, and more than 7 police stations complaint was filed, and the complaint was received, and after that, FIR was lodged in Davidpura police station under all relevant sections of IPC, including 295, 153, 505, and 506 IPC. But however, immediately after that, police have also taken him into the preventive custody. Later, he was arrested, he was shifted to, Southern police have taken him into the custody after he's done, and then they have arrested him. Then he was produced before the court. This has, this episode started yesterday. Yesterday morning at around 4 a.m., the FIR was registered. And after that, 11 a.m., he was taken into the custody. After that, 4 p.m., he was arrested. 5 p.m., he was produced before the Nampally Criminal Court. And after that, after 2 hours of argument between the counsel of Raja Singh and after the APP from the state, Assistant Public Prosecutor from the state and from the police have argued before the judge, 14th ACMM magistrate. And after that, magistrate hearing all the arguments from both the sides has taken a call that, he has noticed that the police...
Right, Soumit, let me just interrupt you there because we're joined by Mr. Krishna Sagar Rao of the BJP as well for his response to what's been happening. Mr. Rao, there's been criticism over the court's decision to release Mr. Raja Singh on bail, even though your party has now suspended him. But what do you have to say about the protests that have taken place in Hyderabad, including comments such as Sar Tan Se Juda being chanted routinely, including by members of the AMI?
See, the protests are purely political.